This guide covers everything you can buy with astronomy, or for viewers from the future, the uncapped, farmable tomestone that is not poetics. And then we'll move on to talk about what is recommended to do with your astronomy given the upcoming patch 6.3 coming out very soon. If you are from the future, this guide is meant to teach you what you can do with your farmable tomestones in the time leading up to a patch that introduces an alliance raid. Now, there are, drumroll please, a grand total of 3 NPCs that want your astronomy. All 3 are located in Rashti. Let's start with Cihanti, probably the most well known of the 3. She sells outdated gear that even when upgraded is still outdated. Don't buy this. Essentially, the 3 top menus of this NPC should exclusively be considered for glamour purchases if at all. Now, her 4th option, however, the elegant Tomestones of Astronomy other options. These 6 items, signified by costing 20 astronomy, are the most recent crafting materials added. These items are used to make the newest crafted combat gear in the game. This means item level 610 equipment that you can buy from the market board, of course. To be clear, the items are Thavnarian Almandine, Vanadinite, Pale Bloom Kutsu Cloth, Titanoboa Skin, Hanish Varnish, and Palaka Mistletoe. The reason why these 6 items are important is because they sell for decent money. Yes, I mean to say that you do not have to skip this part because you aren't a crafter. In fact, as a non-crafter, you might find this part particularly helpful. All 6 of these items sell for decent money. While it varies how valuable they are, 4,000 gil for 20 astronomy is a pretty decent exchange rate. If you need money to buy crafted gear to equip yourself, or you have astronomy that you have nothing else left to spend it on, then my recommendation is to either check the market board for each of these items and take note of which one is most valuable, or check one of the websites that track the market in the exact same way. What really matters is what the item sells for on your server. Then buy however many you can of the most valuable of them. If some are close to each other, you can also diversify by buying a bit of each. Then put all of them on the market board. I would recommend cutting them out in smaller stacks like sets of 10 or 20, as rarely does anyone need 99 of any of these materials. Now, I did say if you have nothing else left to spend it on, which implies there are other things you can spend astronomy on that aren't glamour or money. The second merchant that wants your astronomy is Jubrunnah here. If you have unlocked the Manderium relic weapons, she will sell Manderium meteorites for 500 astronomy each, and you need 3 of them to purchase a fresh relic weapon of item level 615. If you want this, this is probably something you will spend a lot of astronomy on. However, with 6.3, a 3rd option reopens which has laid dormant for about 4 months. The 3rd merchant, named Rashti, is responsible for selling the items known as Rain. She's also responsible for trading your crafted gear for Hanish certificates of import. With Rain and certificates in hand, you can then talk with Rashti to purchase augmented crafted gear. Effectively, you are trading in astronomy to exchange the ability to overmeld your piece of equipment for 10 item levels. If you are exchanging a high quality item, you will be given as many certificates as are needed to purchase the augmented version of the same item. However, as the certificates are universal across the tier, you can buy items that have a low guild price but fetch a large amount of certificates to save on money. If you are intending to exchange the gear you are actively wearing, however, you might as well just exchange that directly. When you do this, do make sure you are absolutely certain you also can afford the rain needed for the exchange. The ability to purchase rain and exchanging it to upgrade the most recent crafted set is always released alongside the alliance raid for the current raid tier. This means that you can purchase rain to upgrade Renasita gear to item level 620 in 6.3. These rain cost 100 astronomy each, and you will need the following to upgrade different gear pieces. 7 rain for a weapon. Paladin uniquely costs 4 for the weapon, 3 for the shield. 5 for chest pieces and pants. 3 for helmets, gloves and boots, and 2 for accessories, meaning earrings, necklaces, bracelets and rings. Remember that augmented crafted rings are not unique, so you can absolutely wear 2 of them if you want to. As I mentioned, the introduction of augmented crafted gear is always done alongside the Alliance raid, which also similarly drops item level 620 equipment, as well as an item allowing you to upgrade one of your weekly Tomestone pieces to item level 630, except your weapon. However, as astronomy is uncapped, it allows you to much more easily catch up any jobs that are not specifically your main. Additionally, as the relic weapons at the moment are only item level 615, upgrading a crafted weapon would be a superior option to using a relic weapon in content where you are not synced down. However, eventually the relic weapon will become able to go beyond 615, so you may still want to invest in these. This then leads us to the advice on what to spend your astronomy on proper. If you are interested in making use of augmented crafted gear, consider stockpiling astronomy so you can enter the new patch with a full stack of 2000 or close to. You can immediately exchange your astronomy for rain on patch day, letting you accumulate more while you experience any new content, so you can always decide which items to buy later. In addition to this, if you don't already have a significant collection of Renacita crafted gear lying around ready to exchange, you can prepare by purchasing Renacita crafted equipment that happens to be cheaper on the market board, stockpiling them to hand in bulk on patch day. Take note that weapons, except paladin weapons, trade in for the largest exchange of certificates, and at least in my experience tend to be the best value for certificates compared to armor and accessories. Simply flip through the list of jobs and find the cheapest Renacita weapon that isn't a paladin one and is high quality, and purchase a bunch of them. You will need a grand total of 119 certificates for a full set of equipment, which is equivalent to 7 weapons, chest pieces or pants. Take note that they must be high quality, and that you need to make sure you use the Earn Certificates high quality option, otherwise you will not get full value. If you have no need for augmented crafted gear because you have better gear already for all jobs you care about, then the second best option to invest in would be relic weapons. If you are a savage raider, you probably won't find relic weapons very helpful until the very end of the expansion, as relic weapons are designed to be catch-up weapons, and usually only manage to catch up and beat the current raid tier's weapons at the tail end of the final raid tier of the expansion. However, in any other case, investing in having relic weapons ready to go for all the jobs you like can be a good idea, both for the potential power gain, but also for future content to enjoy. For me personally, I have all of them. If there is nothing else you want for astronomy, I recommend buying the crafting materials we covered at the start. While I cannot say for certain, I could imagine there is a chance there will be a surge in purchases of crafted equipment when patch 6.3 releases. This would mean more crafted gear being made, which means a larger demand for the crafting materials in question. And since a lot of players will be busy spending their astronomy on the augmentation of their crafted gear in the first place, there won't be much astronomy to go around for purchasing the crafting materials themselves. Incidentally, this same sort of effect happened at the release of the relic weapons, and I feel the prices on the crafting materials are still high from that. When people have things to spend astronomy on, the crafting materials tend to increase in price. If the thing people spend astronomy on also depends on crafted gear itself, it double dips on increasing the price of crafting materials. So, you could stockpile crafting materials, a bit of everything but particularly those used for gear, and hold on to it and see if the prices of the materials skyrocket with 6.3. Now, that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support me and my channel, you can like the video, leave a comment, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when next I post a video. If you want to give even more support than that, you can also become a member of the channel. Fun fact, this gear augmenting feature also existed in Stormblood. It appears that it may have been introduced there in fact, given that only 2 of the 3 raid tiers have matching augmented sets. Back then, as primary attribute materia like strength materia were a thing, it was not an unusual sight for the unaugmented version of a crafted piece being considered superior due to the power of overmelding.